the centennial, 1925 to 2025. We've got the 100-year celebration of the publication of The Great Gatsby, talking about the cover. Today on Speak Low Poetry, What Light Was, available on Amazon. Please share your thoughts with a review on Goodreads and Amazon. Today, it's the covers. We've got the cover of The Great Gatsby, as originally commissioned in 1924. And we'll start with the now popular cover of the novel Frankenstein or the Modern Prometheus by, originally anonymous, later Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley. This painting, Friedrich's Wanderer Above the Sea of Fog, actually painted the same year as the Frankenstein was published in 1818. We've got, obviously, a major painting as iconoclastic of the Romanticism movement. In it's featured a wandering, searching, traveling thinker who is encountering the mystery of the unknown, going through regions, looking down into mist and fog, and trying to understand himself and others in the world at large through this with his emotions and his insights, and trying to activate all of these connections. An amazing image that was later adopted in the 20th century to commemorate Frankenstein as a major piece of the Romantic movement that now features Friedrich's Wanderer Above the Sea of Fog. Let's advance. 100 more years so. Commissioned 1924, Cugat's painting Celestial Eyes, actually commissioned and painted for the publication of the novel The Great Gatsby, 1925. Cugat's painting, we obviously have what appears to be a female flapper, a representative of the Jazz Age. We've got what appears to be a teardrop. We've got her lipstick, her fanned hat and hair merged together, and she is weeping over what's become the popular fairground, fast-moving, big city world of revelry, but has found some type of disillusionment in the midst of, and there's a big divide between what we encounter physically and what we encounter spiritually, emotionally, or psychologically. Now, What Light Was novel. We've taken these two amazing iconoclastic images of these two amazing iconoclastic novels and merged them into one. Now, you see, we've kept our traveler here, but he's staring into a more eerie or more mysterious fog that appears to be across generations, that his apparel is from the Romanticism era, and now he's staring into the early 20th century. He's looking from then, now, in some type of magic mirror, looking at us and where we came from. And now these celestial eyes take on a more haunting, dark love of the beloved, some sort of stronger representation of the flaws of being idealized. That now we've got two characters, solo, now fused as a pair. What do we have here? Well, we have an artist and their muse. We have creator and the created. We could have Prometheus and the heat, fire, now and man. We have the artist and his production taking visualized place. And just as F. Scott had actually written in a bit of the commissioned painting into the novel The Great Gatsby, What Light Was becomes a very wonderful depiction of what happens in the first half of the novel, at the intermission, and throughout the crescendos of the second part. What do we have here? In this fused, merged image, we've got the juxtaposition of the eyes with the wanderer. The lips are near him. Are they kissing him? Is there a longing to be kissed? Is there a doomed marriage? Is there a relationship that wants to be had but can't be had? And is he standing above it, or is he come out of it and climb the midst and is seeking a higher vision. All of the things play out in What Light Was. We've got a representation of the travels of each of our main four characters, just as Percy Shelley had traversed all of England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, and how he and Mary traverse Switzerland and Germany, France, and then throughout all the grand tourist cities of Italy. We also have mirrored of how Scott has traveled the US, the Midwest, to the South, to the East Coast, eventually back to the West Coast, to Hollywood. We have how in his engagement and marriage and future writings, he and Zelda are traveling to London, to the continent, throughout France, and have major stops throughout Italy, especially Rome, mirroring the Shelleys' traversing. We have all this as represented on the cover. Now, how this also plays out is this cover is a striking image of the main characters of the main works of each of our four main authors. We find in here Mary Shelley's Victor and the Monster. We have in here Scott's J. Gatsby and Nick and their travels. We have Zelda's character Alabama in her novel Save Me the Waltz. And now we have the striking image, most of all, of Percy Bysshe Shelley's first major work, Alistair, and his poet character and the villain demon as depicted in the two eyes, staring, glaring. We also find this to be a major image of the intermission story as expressed by Percy Bysshe Shelley as a depiction of his epic that is bridging the motifs and themes of all four of these stories. What Light Was, available on Amazon. Share your thoughts with a review on Goodreads and Amazon.